Oh my god, hi. Hi guys, welcome to the Artsy Knitter. My name is True, that's True without an E, and I'm also known as True Dolly on Ravelry.
And I'm Little One, and this is episode 4.
So that means welcome to the newbies, and thank you so much for returning and putting up with us some more. Alright, let's get to it. The first thing I want to talk about is we have a new intro, and we put Miss Ava in it, and we're like dancing in the intro. Like there's little snippets. Now this intro is going to change every so often. There'll be little pieces that are going to be different in that intro. And yes, it will be shorter. But we didn't quite get the song we really wanted, but how do you think? What do you think of the song? Do you like it? Tell us on the boards what you think. How does it make you feel? But it's still my style. It's got a little funky, like, vibe to it. Like, it's supposed to be funk music. F-U-N-K. I'm not saying a naughty word. Okay. So, that's the first bit. I'm just going to ramble a little bit. This is our mental escapade section and our rambling. So, the last show, seemed to be a lot about the YARNISTA, according to Kiki. And so if you're wondering who Kiki is, I've been saying she shall remain nameless. I don't know if I like the connotation of that, because apparently there's a movie that they talk about a demon that shall remain nameless, and Kiki's far from that. So she doesn't think it's anything bad, but she thinks it's kind of funny. I don't. So Kiki was like, oh, you're like a little fangirl for YARNISTA. I am so a fangirl of YARNISTA. I'm a fangirl of YARNISTA, and I am proud. I'm proud. I'm a fangirl of the fat squirrel. I don't know if we can do it. We're not gonna. Yeah, that's it. Every show is gonna have her name in it, pretty much. Just so you know, fangirls. Fangirl.
Fangirl.
Fangirl. Okay, so let's just get that out the window, out of the gate. Those names are always gonna come up, and you know if that really bothers you, it makes my tie. Ooh, yes, that's my little knitted bow tie. If that bothers you, I apologize. It's nothing I can do about it. It's just how it is. It's the way my brain works. So anyway. First things first, we want to get into our whippies.
If you can see, we're doing a W.
Yeah.
A whip. I have trouble with it.
Now she's making you have trouble.
Now I got the good one.
Oh, she's got the good one. As long as somebody's got the good one. Okay, so we're going to go with Little One's Corner first. Little One's Corner segment.
Da-na-na.
Wait till you see what she's got going. Bring the yarn too and the label. So what do we have? What's going on?
We have an American Girl skirt that we just laced up with some ribbon.
Yeah, I just threaded the ribbon into like a really fat darning needle and got it in. But what we did is that it's two patterns together. So at the top,
we did purl 2, knit 2.
Ribbing. Hear that? Purl 2, knit 2. She remembers. And then just here is that stuck in the round magic loop, because we didn't have a perfect size, like hat size needle. But the needles that you're knitting on
are 4
what?
millimeters.
She said
I didn't say milliliters.
But they know now. They know that you said milliliters. I'm knitting on 4 milliliters.
Yeah, I'm knitting with water. I'm knitting with liquids.
Yarn fluid goodness. No, anyway, whatever. We're just making things up. We just talk, okay? Oh my god. Blah, la, 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 la.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Am I your assistant? I'm your assistant, so I'm going to show you. Look at that color. The goodness. I'm going to turn it around so that you can see the gorgeous ribbon. It's like a little see-through ribbon. And where did we get this? Do you remember, Miss Thing?
Michael's. It's the brand Michael's.
Oh, look at this. I caked it. You know, acrylic. I know, the forbidden word.
100%.
100% acrylic. We stand by it. We do not apologize. Anyway.
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe.
No, we don't.
Nah.
No. It's a doll. Like,
Yeah.
what am I going to do? Spend $23 on a skein of yarn for a doll? Who's never going to appreciate it? No, not happening. Anyway, look at that. See, the lighting is working perfectly. Now this is really showing the way it's supposed to show. The color that you're seeing right now is very true.
And I'll show you the tag. Michael's brand.
There we go. Okay, don't make anybody dizzy now.
And it's 100%. See that?
Acrylic. And it's 244 yards. Okay, so moving on. You're going to try and put that on so everybody can see where it's at right now.
Okay.
And if you show me the monster chunks, I'll show them really quick while you're dressing the doll. You can still come on screen and do that there. And we showed you the monster chunks before, but not in its absolute completeness, in its absolute glory. Look at that.
And they have a
They're like
high
twins.
Five.
Look
they
at
have
that.
a high five, by the way.
Like that?
No. I'll show you. Okay. I know this is from a commercial, but it's different. 20, 60, 40, 80, 5.
Oh, God. Okay. So, while she's getting her doll dressed and tied up, you know, the waistband all tied up, I'm going to go moving right along into my whippies because it's time. So, the first thing, of course, as I talked before about the YARNISTA inspiring me, seeing this pattern, the Spoilt for Choice, is coming along beautifully. I think I'm on my 4th repeat, I'm about to finish my 4th repeat. Look at this bad boy. It's like, I'm going to hold it back all the way here. Woo! Look at that!
Ooh.
Like, ugh. Let me see if I can get it a little, like, yeah.
1, 2,
Okay, let's
3.
not count it. We don't have time. Look, it's purple. I think it's showing up purple right now.
Yeah.
Is it showing up purple? Anyway, that should be showing up purple.
It's more blue now.
I know. There's no way I'm going to get... Maybe in a picture, when I edit the picture, it'll show up truly purple. But that is... turn to us so we can see what you're doing. That Spoilt for Choice is done by Ann Thompson. I'm doing it in Koigu, which is a Canadian brand. I just for a second had a doubt. That's not good, right? I'm like, oh, my bow tie is having issues.
Issuing bow tie.
It's like, I need to... You know why it's having issues? Because it's not blocked. That's why. Bad, mommy. Moving right along to my next whippy. This is, look at this, glorious. You're wondering, what the heck is this? I'm trying to hold it so you can see the spine down the center.
I think I got it.
But I don't think you can see. Oh, yeah, there you go. There, you see the spine down the center?
It's so squishy.
Oh, wait, the squishiness is right there. Look at that.
It's so squishy, knit it up.
Show them this skein of yarn. I showed them this skein of yarn last episode. So maybe you can hold it up.
Mirror.
Yeah, look at that. It's Aricania is the brand that I was told it is. 450 yards, and I'm knitting the first part of this sweater. The sweater is called Obsidian. I like to say that all fancy and proper and such. Obsidian is done by Lisa. I want to say Mooch, but it's not Mooch. It's Much, but it's Mutch. This is what I'm thinking. I'll be corrected, I'm sure, at some point by someone who'll be like, you are crazy. On my project page, it's called Date Nat Sweater. Because I know that my fabulous Aussie honey buns does not watch the show. He won't see the surprise. The garter stitches are looking so cute. I found that the reason why I chose this pattern, because this Yarnista made a fantastic suggestion. I'll probably put the suggestion in the brackets, but I don't remember the name of it right now, in the show notes. But the only reason why I went with this is because this is a really bright yarn, and it's very rainbow-like, even though it has bluish kind of purple colors predominantly. And the way it pooled when you did stockinette was just not as appealing to me as I thought it would be. So I did a swatch like a good girl. I did a swatch. A swatch?
Yeah.
So when you're doing sweaters, she wants to know. It's just like a newbie. This is perfect. She's on here. So a swatch is when you're doing a sweater and you want to understand your gauge and how the yarn's going to behave. Lots of people hate doing it, but it's necessary. And especially because this sweater is particularly pattern is very fitted. It has negative and positive ease, which you won't need to understand right now. Don't worry about it. 50 million questions are now popping in her mind.
Oh, and how do you do it?
How do I do what?
Swatch.
I knit a square, 4-inch square, and the pattern usually gives you that measurement so that you can test it on the needles that it recommends. So this pattern has 2 needles. It's a paid pattern, so I'm not going to give away information. But it's got a 6 millimeter, which when I started this pattern, I was getting assistance with it, and they did not notice, and neither did I. And I made the start of this thing twice, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, 6 millimeters. See, I want to say milliliters now. See what she got me on?
Milliliters. Yeah. I'm pouring my wonderful yarn.
Anyway, I'm pouring. It could pour. It's so springy. This yarn is super springy. So this is just the neck portion, and then I switched to what you call, I think it's 4 or 3.75, but I have to do 4 for my swatch, and that's the size needles I'm going to do. So let me show you what this fabulous piece looks like. Here we go.
Let's see if they can see it.
Yeah. There. You see how gorgeous and off the shoulder it is? I'm going to show you another angle of it. It's a very fitted piece. You'll see it when you do the search for it. But it's gorgeous. And it's, it's fitted. So that's my, the sport for choice that I don't know if I got a chance to show you again. This is the person that convinced me to wear it, the Yarnista. Look at how she's wearing it like a vest, but you can wear it in like so many different ways. I had one person say, oh, I thought about doing this, and that's a skirt. You can wear it as a skirt with tights underneath or a skirt underneath. And she said she didn't have the skills to do it, but she wants to try it again. Maybe. So kudos to her. I hope she does. I want to see you put that in the forum. Remember, when you have projects that are slightly artsy, and that's artsy to you, not necessarily artsy just to me, that have a little vibe to them, maybe texture, maybe interesting color, maybe colors remind you of like a pattern, not a pattern, a painting that's really interesting, or something like that. Like Ava's little one's skirt is not necessarily super like angular and fancy. It's literally just a plain stockinette skirt with a ruffle, but the colors are very artsy. So you want to show how it looks on her. You hold that up, and then I'm going to hold that part down. So now we're going to do the little ruffle right here. But it's really cute. And then you can just tighten this if you need to on the waist. Anyway, so yeah, that's really cute. Her shoes, by the way, we got at Michael's as well. It's American Girl clothes is extremely expensive. That's why we're knitting these things. But Springfields makes a line of clothes and shoes that are like super inexpensive for American Girl, so I recommend those. And then So we went into your monster trunks. And do you want to show quickly what you're thinking of setting up for the next podcast? Because she won't be on number 5, but she'll be on number 6. Because, she needs a little time to knit and so forth. So I'm wondering, back to the ramblings, did you guys go and check out YARNISTA's, the YARNISTA's Vogue Knitting article? Here is the cover of the Vogue. So if you happen to have it at home, check it out on your own. But this is it's also scanned and on her Holly Knits website. And I meant to say as well, her hubby, who takes all these pictures, does not do photography. I have my show notes. Does not do photography for a living. Okay? He's just born with the camera in his hand, I guess. Just naturally attached to it. Now, just really good at making his wife look even more fabulous than she is. Okay. So, yeah. Getting right along. In the ta-da, we showed Ava's ta-da with the monster trunks and the dress, that crochet dress that I made for her Christmas. And I will have in the show notes the American Girl raglan. Let's show you real quick. Do you want to show it yourself here?
Yep.
This is for the skirt first. So it's going to glow first, but hold it steady. That's the skirt. We did a different top and the ruffle. It's called the Lacy Flounce Skirt by American Girl Doll, for American Girl Doll by Kristen Renneker. And
we combined it.
We combined it with another pattern, but that's basically the skirt that we're doing more so than anything else. And then this would be the crocheted skirt, but I did a totally different bottom. I just did the raglan that I needed for the top of the skirt. Get a little closer. See if we can focus. There we go. But that is also a dress that I would do all by itself, just as the pattern itself is amazing. So let's see, where are we at? Now we're going to go into our ta-das, which is, the first one is my bow tie that I've been fussing with for like, I don't know how long. Like.
Perfect.
Yes. I put it on Instagram. I was like, oh my God, we're getting ready. And I did the neck part, the little, and then, to get it all ready. So that is, I kind of winged it. What I did was, I'm always hijacking patterns, the bow headband by Beth Postlethwaite. You think that would be like she can, I don't. Postlethwaite.
Wait.
The child has decided it's
Postlethwaite.
Postlethwaite.
Postle. There's T there.
Right? Out of the mouths of babes, I tell you. Okay. And it's done in Barocco vintage. I forgot to show you previously because I did it a while back, but I've had to finish it and complete it for the show. And I'm good wearing it. I love bow ties, as you can tell. You're gonna have some too at some point. But anyway. Oh, thank you, darling. Yes, fixing it up. So that's my ta-da section. And then moving on to truly recommended. Now, in the summertime, you need dresses that are nice and breezy. Because people think that when you're knitting, that it's always going to be about sweaters. And, this, I'm hoping, will encourage spring to come faster. Light and breezy linen, effortless style, and any color you can do with a complimentary legging is what I'm thinking. Okay, so let me show you what I recommend. Now, I have it in my... Oh, first let me show you the bow tie that the pattern that I used to improvise. I did just the bow from her headband and a different middle, but I think the middle of her bow tie is better. And I think I tried to just do it a little smaller. The pattern that I do really recommend, I think it works on lots of different body types. Is my guess. Kiki was like, oh, it's very beautiful. So, let me see first what. It's done out of Louet Euroflax Sport Weight. And you do it on a 5mm. You see what the child... Grinning! She's just like, Mommy's doing it now. And I did it right. 5mm needles. Anyways. So, this is truly recommended. My truly recommended section. Look at that. Let me see if I can show you a front view of it. Whoa. It's very see-through, so it's nice and breezy for the summer. Right? And, oh my gosh, we're at 20 minutes. And I just want to go right into, let's see, I recommend as well the Artsy, this is now my Artsy Spotlight section, kind of goes with truly recommended. I did a blog post on a designer. The blog post is called The Artful Decor for Your Home. Artful Decor for Your Home. And this is a designer named Carrie Ann O'Brien. So I just wanted to show you these. I'm so tempted. Look at these stools. Look at all. That is like some serious knitting magic. Like goodness. Like, ooh, I love it.
I think it's ready for the news.
Oh, is it? Now, before I get into the next segment, Carrie O'Brien is an Irish textile designer who knits these incredible stools with texture and techniques that are unique and beautiful. So check out the post. I don't have anything majorly written, but you can get a closer look at the image and then you can Google her name and find out more about her. So that being said, and I need you to get those turquoise cakes ready to show. Let's show those first. No. These blue. Yeah. I wanted to show some stash enhancement. This is NBK. I guess that's Northbound Knitting, if I'm not mistaken. Look how gorgeous. I love turquoise. It's like my blue, like that blue is my favorite color. Would you like to show assistant the label? There we go. Just really the middle part. Yeah, there we go. Now is the news, the true news. We'd like to report today that we have discovered a new designer who did a spotlight for Joe Fresh. That's right, people, you heard it here first. Joe Fresh for Toronto Fashion Week. We like to really showcase indie designers, very young designers who are in school, who are doing big things on the runway, even sprinkling their magic here in Toronto. So, that would be Megan Avoy. Megan Avoy, Tumblr.com is where you can find her. Now, sorry ladies, the pattern I am about to show you is not for sale, but have no fear, don't weep. We will also show you, look at that, running down the runway she is. She knit that personally for Joe Fresh's show. This is headline and news, people. But if you can't, since you can't buy that, you could commission this young lady, or you could get this gorgeous, hot, dye-dipped toque. I mean, if you're not into it, I guarantee you, your teenager, I'm not a teenager, but I would wear that like nobody's business. Sorry, okay, I got out of character. Right, so that is the news that we are reporting. Feel free to support these indie designers. That gorgeous hat on Etsy, in her Etsy store, is $43. And, you know, click, buy, purchase, whatever. Thank you for tuning in to True News. And we are signing out to the last segment, turning over to True Dolly for the Thrifty Spotlight. Oh, by the way, I said I was going to have her wear this on the show, but she has ponytails in and it doesn't really show. It shows like, no, don't hold it down. If you do, look at her some sideways. Oh, see, that's so perfect. With a little point. I promised that I would show her in it. Anyway. I would like you to get our sock blockers.
Oh, and are we going to show the...
Wait. So, wait. So, this is a thrifty section. Thrifty Spotlight. If you're thinking about socks, which I am, because I'm making socks right now, this is just, there's lots of sock blockers that you can buy out there, but if you don't have the abundance of money and you just need to, spend it on yarn or just be conscious, this is a DIY sock blocker tutorial by Marianne from the littlesesameknits.blogspot.ca. I'll have the link in my show notes. There's a template, a sketch on her Ravelry project page, and you can download, and you can add small holes for better drying. For people like me who have bigger feet, size 11. That's right, you heard me, size 11.
In men's 9.
Oh, she knows that. Oh, that's so good. I recommend taking the template and adding a little bit to it and getting several placemats from the dollar store. I got a little French one. Maybe if you can show me. This one is going to be for you, right?
Yeah.
So you only need one for a kitty sock blocker shoe. But for the grown-up version, you're going to need 2 of these. And you see this? This is a plastic, and I had to get something a little bit French. I think this is French. Maybe it's Vienna. I do not know. You guys can correct me, I'm sure. What's that?
French.
French. Oh, sorry. I was like, what are you doing?
Colors, yay!
So I made mine. What I did, I didn't eat. I want to try the tutorial, but I also got from Kiki, formerly known as Nameless, her sock blocker. Her tiny feet are not. So I just slid it along and added to the toe and so forth. So what I did was I went to Michael's. I had this before. It's like a 1-inch little hole punch. And I punched holes. I drew it up front. You can see the pencil marks maybe. And put holes in for drying. I wanted to get some in the center, but that's okay. Maybe I'll put the smaller ones in the center. But I think that's good enough, right? Put the sock on there. It'll work. So I just cut it out. So that's my DIY. Now, you can go to, I'm going to put a link for a YouTube video. There is a girl in Ravelry named Stephanie, I don't know, Goodwin Ritter, and she did a YouTube video on showing some fun vintage sock blockers and whether sock blockers were necessary. She answered that question, or at least in her opinion. And I like the idea of it. So go and check that out, see what she has to say. And in our closing section, people have been responding to the art that I'm showing. Some from Little One, some from myself. So you want to start with yours? We're hoping that we want to wrap up because it's almost 30 minutes. And
I did this a little while ago. And Mommy put it upside down.
Because I didn't know. You didn't tell me. As an artist, you need to tell the curator. You see the face? You see that face? Oh my God. Sit down. So we're hoping, you see all that sparkle? I'm turning it to the side so you can see the sparkles. And that's a flower, I think, in the middle?
Yes.
So this could inspire you for the summer to do a slightly sparkly shawl. Like, even if you're like, I'm not that girly, I don't want sparkles. You can find out that's very, very subtle and even blend it with something solid so that there's a little bit. Like, imagine a striped shawl with solid stripe of, like, say, black or dark gray. And then the other stripe is the sparkly gray. Pass one of the other pieces, my pieces. And then you just separate them so it's monochromatic. It's the same color scheme, but, and grab the other two so you can hold it on the floor. But you see the little bit of sparkle. And it doesn't look overly fancy or anything like that. So the other piece of art spotlight from us that I wanted to show you. I mentioned in my intro that I did a show called Retro Revisited. It's an exhibition here at the Distillery District. And
it was?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you came to it. What's she talking about?
I'm saying was because you said it is.
It was. She corrected me. I stand corrected. And this is Japanese paper, so it's very intricate to put on. These are for display only. And you want to show one of the others? And show that one. And so the premise of this, while little one's showing you, get closer up so people can see, is it was based on Alexander McQueen. Tip it down. Alexander McQueen's collections. And I think that one's called the Centurion. And this is another one. So I found dresses that I thought were really inspiring. And then I recreated that dress into a shoe. And it's about the psyche of a shoe collector. This is painted, the gold that's here. And then that's hand done. So if you want to hold that, it's up there. And the point was to really show that sometimes with collectors, they get really like out there with their pieces. If you can put this on the tape on the over there for me. And a lot of things can motivate you to collect. There are people who collect Converse sneakers. And there are people who professionally customize them as well. So if you can push that chair all the way to the back. And I thought I would really like to do it based on the things that inspire me. And somebody like McQueen is very inspiring. I'm sorry that he's no longer with us. He's no longer alive. But I like to do a lot of things. And I have videos that I haven't finished editing yet with stuff that I went to New York to see his exhibition. And he blew my mind. It's the only thing I ever waited in line for that long. Because I don't really do that. Like, like waiting at concerts like forever and ever. It's crazy. Those sneakers were done, and I photographed them like fashion-wise, and put the sneakers on stands, and it did really well. And I've done some custom orders for people, and I've done some for Ava, and I really enjoyed doing them for different sizes. But I think I personally think they're really great for display as an art piece. The Toronto Dominion Bank has taken one of my pieces to put on display because they sponsored our show. I was like, a bank sponsored our show. So yeah, I'm very proud of them. Those are 3. I think I have a few more, but if you want to see more, I can always put pictures at the next episode at the end. I'm also going to put some pictures at the end of this show with some more suggestions on fashion style. So I wanted to let you know that I'll be doing that as part of my show. And I wanted you guys to understand what we were feeling this morning. Miss Thing was so excited about the idea of doing this segment at the end. So as we sign out, we would like you to know that you need to knit
like a rock star.
Always. What? That's right. Oh, it stopped on us. What? No bad news. Don't hold back. Hiya. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Take. Because I'm happy I'm alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy I'm alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy I'm alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy I'm alone if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't run. Bring me down, love is too high. You can't